Okay, we're going to put this Bible down. Let's put it down. Careful now. Okay, put it there. Alright, watch. Okay, watch this. Watch really closely, okay? Whoa. Did you see that? No? Okay. Watch really closely. Okay. Nothing's happening here, okay? Because it's just a book. So I've got friends and they post stuff on Facebook, atheist friends, Christian friends, and I see such a variety of things. There's some really wonderful, inspiring things, and I see others that are really awful things. But anyways, often the people who hate this book, the way they talk about it, you'd think that this thing started to get up and started throwing knives at people and killing people. But you know what it is? And at the end of the day, it's a book, okay? It's just a book. It's a book. It's not about the book. It's about the people and the way they look at it. There's nothing wrong with this book. I've studied this book for many years, and I feel like I've barely touched on it because it's so full of history. It's so full of inspiring poetry. It's full of the other spectrum of events, of the horrible things that people do, the horrible attitudes people have had. But it's just history. It's not holy camoles. So what I want to do in my work on my YouTube channel is kind of just dispel all of that stuff. And we're not going to go and burn the thing up and burn every copy of the Bible because it's so horrible and it's anti-gay and all this. I mean, yeah, there's lots of screwed up things about it. It's like pro-slavery. In those days, slavery was normal. Only 150 years ago was there a change. I mean, the economies relied on slavery. I mean, it was just considered a normal thing. If you grew up in those times, you would have thought the same thing too. But I think that because we have the spiritual soul to us, that deep inside, doesn't matter where you're born, what culture you're in, you're going to hear, if you listen, in your own little voice inside saying, I'm not totally comfortable with this. Something about this I don't like. It's the same with veganism. I think that's the next revolution. It really is a revolution. That the planet is, or 97% meat-eating people who think it's totally normal, just the same way slavery was seen as a normal thing. It's not a small thing. Veganism is a huge thing. It's a revolution. We're just on the cusp of it, and I don't know why this is the particular time that it's happening. But it's not sustainable to feed the animals, the amount of fruitage you get from it, all the water, all the land, all the deforestation to make grain to feed these animals, all the waste that comes from pig farms that is destroying lakes, is poisoning. Greenhouse gases are coming from all the agricultural business. Unbelievably inefficient. For one hamburger at McDonald's, it takes a ton of water. I'll flash the statistic on the screen there with editing later. But not only that, it's just incomprehensibly horrible to treat animals the way that mankind has been treating them the last while. They didn't used to have factory farms. It's a new thing, and it's only going to get worse because the population is growing, and if the demand for meat is growing, that whole aspect, the slaughterhouses, is going to get worse and worse. It used to be in Jesus' time, they did not eat a lot of meat. It was very much a special little occasion, a few morsels of meat. It wasn't like the standard American diet. The sad diet is where you have pork and sausage for breakfast, sliced deli sandwiches, meat for lunch, hamburgers and steak, chili with meat and beef. So much meat. It's like vegetables are almost like the little side dish. I was a chef. I went to school. I had teachers who worked at Queen's Palace. It was all about the meat. In the heart of the kitchen is the boiling pot with the stock, with the beef bones. You roast the bones, toss them in tomato paste, cook them for 10 hours. Chicken bones, the same thing. You put the herbs inside, and that was the basis for all the sauces. And then the dinners and everything that were served, it was like, this is the main course, it was the meat. Everything else was just a little satellite around. The meat was the planet, and everything else, the vegetables, were little trimmings. Cooking never took off for me like it has when I realized I wanted to be vegan, and that felt good. And cooking is just so much more interesting to me than it ever was. The cruelty-free cooking, that is amazing. And to discover that it's not a limitation to not have meat. It's a blessing. It's awesome. But anyways, I just wanted to say that, this is not an evil thing. I want to explore all that in my videos, but always relating it back to the idea of veganism, because that's a big thing, and I think that's a huge cause in the next century in this planet. It's a transformation that mankind must make. There's no choice in the matter. We have to make the change. Just like slavery. It couldn't last forever. It's not going to last forever. Eating meat, enslaving animals is not going to last forever. Love you all. Thumbs up if you like the video. Come aboard and we'll be doing lots of videos. See you later.